Happy New Year, manifestors. Meera Allen with your Manifesting Destiny Moon Update. We are going to get into these times for this full moon in Cancer for the start of 2026 as the sun is rising. So it's going to be, I wrote a lot of times down this morning. 11:02 p.m. for Auckland, New Zealand, 9:02 p.m. for Sydney, Australia, 8:02 p.m. for Brisbane, Singapore, 6:02 p.m., Thailand, 5:02 p.m., and most of the EU, 11:02 a.m., and London, 10:02 a.m., and New York, 5:02 a.m. Wherever in the world, look up where your new moon in Cancer is for the start of this 2026 Gregorian calendar year. Now, I wanted to get into this full moon in Cancer, but I realized something when I looked at the astrological snapshot of what is going on in the skies. First, we need to talk about the sun. The sun is in Capricorn, this earth sign. You know, it's grounded. It's about our goals. It's about our grounded ability to get things done, and it's achiever. It's about career. It's about taking those action steps and having a plan as well of where we want to go to, which is a great thing to do in the beginning of the year. But I've noticed that not only was the sun in Capricorn, so was Mercury, the way we communicate. So was Venus, the way we love. So was Mars, the way we conflict and war. So there is a whole bunch of aspects still in Capricorn. But then we've got this full supermoon in Cancer, the opposing sign of Capricorn, which is that water sign, which is about home and emotions and safety and our family and our closest people and our feels, which is the opposite of Capricorn. And we've got Jupiter, the most expansive planet currently in Cancer, and then the moon in Cancer. Then I had a look at where's Saturn. Saturn is our planet of karmic lessons. What do we have to learn from 2025? That's in Pisces, which is another water sign, but an evolved water sign. So now we've got all this earth energy going on, all this grounded. I don't have time for all this mushy emotional stuff. I want to get on with stuff. There's all this Capricorn energy going on because, of course, the sun is in Capricorn. And happy birthday, Capricorn season, to all the Capricorns out there, you awesome, hardworking people. So we've got Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, all in the sign of the goat, all doing the hard yards, all planning, taking those next right steps to get to the next right place that we're meant to get to. But how do we evolve this practical, grounded, earthy, planning, hardworking Capricorn self when the moon is bringing up all the feels, all the emotions, all the stuff that needs to be brought to the light as that sun got brighter, all the things that need to get illuminated that are in the shadow side that we can't just trudge on and go past. So all those emotions are coming to the fore. And what is triggering us at the moment? What are the things, what are the shadow things that are coming up? What are those things that are going, well, I don't want to bring these things into 2026. I've had them in 2025 or earlier, and now I want to transcend them. I want to go deeper into the shadow. I want to evolve that part of myself. So now we're going to have to look at the practicality between facts and feelings. What sits in between facts and feelings is the truth. So we can have all the feels. You know, I have times in the month when I'm like, I have in all the feels, but is that the fact, or is it just because I got my period? You know, so really have a look at what are the feelings being brought up, but what's underneath those feelings? What are the hard facts that are actually going on for you and what you are looking at for 2025 that have been illuminated that you think, you know what? I don't want to bring that into 26, and I don't want to relive the same patterns, stories, experiences, situations of the past. I've closed that chapter. We are leading into this year, which in February is going to be the shift into that Chinese New Year, the year of the fire horse. So we are on a trajectory to elevate ourselves, to level up, and to get things done, and to gallop or sprint or prance forward with the fire horse upward. That sun's really on cue. So we are moving to quite it's going to be a fast year. So 2026 is going to be one of those things, already the full moon will be 3 days in. It's going to be illuminating all these things quite quickly. So we're going to have to make a plan, look at the facts, look at the feelings. The feelings are going to show us what we need to move away from, what we need to move towards, what brings us away from fear and more into love, more into the light part of ourselves, more into where we can be of service, where we are more of purpose, where we're actually living the truth of ourselves. What is driving us more into fear? Are you sitting on your social media? Did you decide to have a detox from all that stuff? Did you go into what you need to do for yourself? How are you spending your time, your energy, and your focus? Yesterday I had to really look at myself yesterday, and I spent the whole day with myself and my personal trainer, and really got deep into myself. I had a sauna, went into the infrared, had a deep sweat. I wanted to get out of the sauna at 40 minutes. I went, no, make it a 45. And then I got to 45. I'm like, no, make it to 50. And I made it to 50. So, we're going into how do I feel? Well, I'm feeling hot. I'm feeling sweaty. Yeah, but we have to go into the feels sometimes to get to the fact that if I don't detox, I'm not going to move my lymphatic system properly. So I don't bring out those sweats. So I had to actually put my feelings on pause and look at the facts and go, no, you're doing this for your health and wellness. So this full moon in this new year, it's going to feel a little bit triggering. And if it is, that's awesome. Because now you know what you're meant to be looking at even more. It's not about running away to other places at the moment. It's about being the Cancerian. It's about going into that little crab shell and taking a moment with your mush, having healthy boundaries, and going, well, what is it that I need to go within and truly look at? What is it that I need to bring to the light and work on? Is it my health and wellness? Is it my physical body? Is it my home space? That's a big one, especially when it's full moon in Cancer. It's about home, safety, feeling safe, having boundaries, feeling like you are in the right place on earth, in yourself even. How are you feeling safety for yourself? How do you create that safety for yourself? Is it you need to look at your spiritual self? Is it you need to look at your finances? Is it you need to look at your long-term investments? Is it you need to look at what you're learning and growing to? Is it looking at exploring and traveling the world a bit more? You need to really look at all those facets of your wheel of life and go deeper into what is going to take you to the most expansive part of yourself. Because remember, Jupiter, the planet of expansion, is also in the Cancerian aspect this full moon. So we've got the moon and Jupiter right there in alignment to Cancer. And that is that water sign, the crab. That is going into the internal mush, looking at it and having those healthy boundaries and creating your own responsibility for your safety, for your boundaries, for your health, for your wellness, for your trajectory of your financial stability and your future and the harmony that you want to bring in to your life. That is our responsibility. We get to do it for ourselves. You get to set this trajectory of this fire horse year by going into yourself, knowing what you've got to do, and then taking action. Then we've got the sun in Capricorn, which is really getting us to fire up and illuminate what the next right step is. Then we've got, the sun is also in Mercury. How are we going to communicate that out in a practical way? How are we going to write a plan up for our 2026? How, and then of course Capricorn is also, Venus is in Capricorn. How are we going to also be practical with our love? What we love to do in our purpose, but also who we love in our family, kin, and closest friends. Who makes us feel safe? Bring those people in closer. Venus in Capricorn right now. And we've got Mars in Capricorn. Where are you conflicting? Where do you need more power? Where do you need to be more aggressive with the self? Do you need to get in the gym and be more hardcore? Do you need to be more disciplined with food? Or, see where you can use that Mars energy, which is a bit of a warring, fiery energy, and actually be a Capricorn with it and go, well, where can I be the greatest of all time? Where can I be the GOAT? So we get to do that this full moon as we start 2026, illuminating these aspects of ourselves, knowing the difference between fact and feelings, knowing when we can use our intuition to follow the feelings of what we should get drawn towards, what we need to be pulled away from, and then using the facts of what it is that we can Capricorn plan our way so that 2026 can be awesome. There's going to be a tumultuous year ahead. That's what we've signed up for, to be brought onto this earth at the moment. Financial systems are going to be changing. Governments are going to be looked at in a different way by the people. We're all starting to really wake up and realize that the propaganda machines, it's all fake. We're tuning into ourselves now. We have to tune into nature, the earth element, ground our feet. We've got to tune into Cancerian, the water element, drink our waters. I put MSM my water this morning, making sure I get my minerals in every morning. So really now it's a time where we have no excuse. We have the feelings, the facts, we can put them together, and then we can make earthy decisions that are based for us, for our greatest trajectory, to live our highest purpose. Now is the time that we've been waiting for. Happy full moon in Cancer and all the sun aspects of Capricorn, and go into that higher evolved self where we've got that Piscean influence, so we can evolve ourselves into a really beautiful trajectory where we've learnt the lessons. Saturn in Pisces, Jupiter in Cancer. We need to go in to expand. What's within is what's without. We can do that this full moon. Burn away the past and make beautiful, practical steps to plan out this future for your life. My name is Meera Allen. I hope you enjoy my little moon updates and you feel all the feels that I'm feeling. And I actually did pull out the card for full moon in Cancer, and it's run away. So you know what? No, it's not. It's here. Yasmin Boland, I love her. She says, a personal issue reaches resolution. Look at that. A personal issue reaches resolution. And we can enter 2026 in a very resolute way with a lot of clarity. And we know it's within. We know what we need to do because we know how to prioritize the self first, and we know how to listen to the divine and follow that trajectory. Have a beautiful full moon. Namaste. Happy New Year.